think I'm live. Microphone's on, cool. Camera's on, cool. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Phoenix from the Anime Tea. Welcome to another live stream. This is my third live stream, I think. Before you stop this video, if you're watching in the future, after this has already passed, make sure you skip ahead to the start. I'm going to put a timestamp in the description down below so you can skip ahead to when we're going to get into the juicy stuff. But in the meantime, while we wait for some more people to come on, I have announcements. So the first thing I want to announce is that I bought a new microphone. I have one video that has a lot of views. It's my Attack on Titan video. And unfortunately in that video, my microphone that I had at the time messed up the audio, and a lot of people complained about it, and it's also my most liked video, so it really made me upset. But I'm finally at a point where I was able to get a new microphone. It's really fancy, and hopefully it works a lot better than my other one that I've been using and has been giving me a ton of issues, so I'm excited. I used it for the first time in my video that I posted yesterday, so if you've seen that video, you can probably hear like the slightly better sound quality. It's still a little echoey though because my office is a bit empty. This is probably also the first time that you've seen my office like from this angle, because for my other live streams and for my videos, I kind of turn this way. I turn with my back to the desk, but I don't want to like move my desk around right now. I'm really tired and lazy, so I don't want to do all that. So you're gonna see like kind of the messiness that's in my back of my office, and like the soundproofing and like the hard floors and all that. So enjoy that. Enjoy my rug, which I love. Yeah, but besides that, besides my new microphone and my messy office, I got a mug. So this mug is brand new. It has my logo on it, and I have more merch coming like this. I have a sticker actually, and more mugs coming out with my little logo, which I love to pieces. Thank you to the artist Rax, who is on Instagram. I love her work so much. I love my logo so much. But yeah, it's gonna come out in a lot more stuff, and I'm excited to get it out to, like you guys and the public and stuff like that. Speaking of mug, let me drink some water real quick. And yeah, let's get right into what today's live is. So it might have been a little bit confusing with the thumbnail, but the thumbnail is supposed to be representative of the kind of anime that's on different streaming services, because today we're going to talk about different kinds of streaming services for anime and which one is best for you, which one's best for the type of anime fan that you are, and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it. Are you paying for or using the right streaming service for anime? If you really think about it, like maybe you have a Crunchyroll subscription or a Funimation subscription, or maybe you don't have any of those and you just have like a Netflix or something like that. Is it the best for your anime watching needs? Are you actually enjoying the content that you're watching on the platform that you're watching it on? Because if you're questioning that, today we're going to talk about knowing your options, because there's a ton of places you can watch anime. Some of them that are pretty pricey and some of them that are free. And I just want to like let y'all know that you could be missing out on some good stuff on other platforms you're playing without paying for ones that you are paying for now that you may not get the stuff that you want. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Check the chat really quick. You can also see my screen, which is great. My second screen. Yeah, let's start. As soon as I get back to stream, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, so let's talk real quick. What kind of anime fan are you? So I created a anime fan scale because, we need a scale of like what kind of anime fan that people are in order to determine what kind of service is best for you. You could be a casual fan, which means you like watching anime, you watch a little bit of it on the side. Maybe you'll watch like, a Full Metal Alchemist or a Death Note, on Netflix or something, and that's pretty much it for like the month, and you're off to go watch whatever new stuff is on for, more Western TV shows and things like that. That's cool. I will classify you as a casual fan, which is chill. Or you could be a hype fan, which is super extra. You're all about the shonen, all about the action, crazy, on top of all that stuff on Twitter, talking about the latest episode as soon as it premieres type of person. Then you're probably on something like a Crunchyroll, watching Jujutsu Kaisen as it aired, Attack on Titan as it aired every single week. Yeah. And I also mess with that. I also consider myself a hype fan for certain anime. Or you could be, which is the one I most identify with, an anime lover. If you're an anime lover, you're probably watching anime most of the time, if not all the time. Or you watch, the ratio of anime to regular TV shows that you watch is pretty distinct and different. So yeah, I would consider myself that. Let me pop this question up. Okay. Yeah, so what kind of anime fan are you? If you are here watching right now, pop it in the chat. If you're watching later on, pop it in the comments. Let me know what kind of anime fan you are. And let's move on to so many things on like Streamlabs and stuff. But I feel like I'm getting better. Okay, so yeah, let me know what kind of anime fan you are, and let's move on to price and affordability, because you know, when we're watching anime, we want to make sure that we can afford it, and that we are getting the service that we want and the kind of anime that we want. So I kind of broke these down into pricey, affordable, and free. I also forgot to mention something really important. All this stuff is kind of like a little teaser for videos that I have coming out pretty soon, like in the next week or so. So I'm not gonna go too far into like all the great stuff, or you know, all the really meaty stuff that I can talk about in today's video about the type of anime services you have, or you want to have, and things like that. It's just like a kind of like consider it a sneak peek of what's coming up on my channel. But yeah, let's talk about affordability. There are services that are really, really pricey for the type of content that you're getting, but sometimes the most priciest ones are the ones with the best or the most content. Sometimes not always just for anime, but also for other services, other shows and things like that you like to watch, and movies and all that. There's also the more affordable streaming services that are only a couple dollars a month, that are pretty easy to get and pretty easy to watch and subscribe to. And there's my favorite, which is free 99, where you know, you can just watch it for free with a couple ads and you know, get all your great content. Free 99 is always the clutch. It's always there for you. Let me check the chat real quick. And before I put in the other question, oh, I have someone who came in. Komoche says, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Let me know. They just said really, really nice things. All I want to say is you're amazing, and I'm very grateful that my cousin told me about you. You have to go. Oh, they have to go. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the sweet words. I really appreciate you guys watching and like coming to my live stream. I don't expect a lot of people to be here, but you know, if you're able to make it and just say hi, that's like really made my day. Thank you so much, Komoche. Yeah, let me continue on to my next question, which is, what's the most you would pay to watch anime? I would personally, I don't know actually, for myself. I'd say like $100 like a year, but it depends on the kind of anime that I'm gonna get and the kind of content, and things like that. So let me know in the comments below or in the chat what your like price range is for watching anime. That also considers like how much anime you're gonna watch. Again, before I move on, this video is just this live, I guess, is like a sneak peek for videos coming out in the future. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about them, and I've been working really hard behind the scenes for them, and I can't wait. Let's move on into the content that you get on streaming services. So you know, the main content that we want is anime, obviously. Like I just wanted some animated content. But the other content that we get, or the other kinds of content that we get with anime, consists of simulcasts, which simulcasts, if you don't know, are anime that come out weekly during different seasons. Like they have a spring, summer, fall, and winter season of anime. and new anime premiere, and the shows come out every week. There's also there's also original titles of anime, such as the ones that we find on Netflix or Crunchyroll, and things like that. And there's also just multiple different kind of genres of anime that we get with different services. For example, Crunchyroll is a little bit more on the shonen side, even though they do have a lot of romance and like drama and like fantasy and other types of genres on their service. They tend to be on the more actiony, like actiony is actiony a word? They tend to be more action based, definitely more battles and things like that. Yeah. What's your favorite genre of anime? I know we're switching through these questions quick, but let me know in the comments below. I'll put it up in a second. Again, thank you for watching. Whoever's on right now, thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Switch to, oh wait, that's one. Okay, yeah, I got this. I know how to use Streamlabs. Yeah, so let me know in the comments or the chat below what your favorite genre of anime is. Mine definitely has to be thriller, psychological thriller, mixed with drama. Like, it's either drama or psychological thriller or both combined together. I love things that break my heart. Yeah, before I move on into the list of streaming services that I've compiled for you guys today, make sure you like this video. If you're enjoying it so far, like this live stream, if you're enjoying it so far, let me know what kind of content you guys like and, you know, what kind of content I should continue making. On my way to just working hard and just putting out these videos for you guys. So let me know, like this video, and let's move on to the streaming services, which is going to be really fun. I have a little slideshow because I am a little nerdy. Okay, switched myself. What question was I on? Am I on 3? Oh no, I'm on, 3. Okay. Oops. Yes, I'm on 3. Okay. So yeah, let's start off with the streaming services that I've compiled for you guys, which there's a ton, ranging from what the price ranges that I talked about earlier, you know, really pricey to free to affordable, as well as, you know, some are better for certain anime fans than others, which I'll get into in the next video. But today I'm going to show you what you may be missing out on other anime streaming services. Starting off with Netflix. Netflix has some really good original content, like I was talking about earlier in content. Netflix has it. Sometimes, you know, they can be a little hit or miss with their newer anime original content, but it's always fun to like give them a try, and usually you're gonna find some pretty good gems in there. They do have some really good ones, such as Dorohedoro and Castlevania. They also just came out with Yasuke, which I have not watched yet. Is it Yasuke or Yasuke? I don't know if it's Yasuke or Yasuke. I haven't watched it yet. I need to watch it. And they came out with The Way of the House Husband, which I've been dying to watch, and I just have not had time to watch it yet. But that's some pretty good stuff right there. They also have great shows like Beastars as well, on the original stuff. And you probably already have access to it, if not have Netflix. So that's a thing. And yeah, that's worth noting. Let me check the chat real quick before I continue. Okay, we're still good. We are pumping through this live stream. Okay, let's move on into Hulu. Hulu is good for people who like to have access to other content. Maybe you're a little bit more on the casual side. You like to watch anime, but you're not super into like every single show. You more just kind of want to see the main like stuff, the really big anime, the popular ones. You want to keep up with people on Twitter, you know, all that great stuff. Hulu has simulcast, which we talked about earlier, such as Attack on Titan. So they premiered the new season of Attack on Titan season 4 as it came out weekly, which is pretty clutch. So that you don't have to go, if you're like a casual fan, you don't really want to see like all the other anime stuff, you just want to watch your Attack on Titan, you can just go on Hulu and watch it, which is great. You don't have to buy any other service. Also, they have My Hero Academia. Again, for this season right now, they are premiering My Hero Academia season. What are we on? Is it 5? I think we're on season 5. Yeah. Ooh, it's getting long. There's lots of seasons for My Hero. Yeah. So all that great stuff's on Hulu. Probably already have it. And you can watch a lot of other great content. We just watched Parasite, which is not the anime, not Parasite the anime. I love that anime as well. But the movie is on Hulu, and it was really, really good. So lots of other great content on there as well. Let's move on into something that's a little bit more free, a little affordable, cheap, if you're on a budget. I highly suggest Tubi. Tubi is like this streaming service that kind of came out of nowhere. I just heard about it like this year, I think, and I haven't watched an anime on there, but I've watched other shows on there. I watched a movie on there, and the ads for it, since it is a free service, they weren't too bad. They were actually okay. But it's great that it's a free service because it has access to really popular titles like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter if you are bougie, and you don't say the X. So it's just great. It's free. They also have a ton of other shows like One Punch Man and the first season of Attack on Titan. And a lot of people kind of call it a budget Netflix because they have, the big action-y shows that are on Netflix, and they also only have one season of them, but it's free. So, there's that. Make sure you don't sleep on Tubi. Next up is HBOMax, which is another brand new service. I don't know how new Tubi is, but I feel like it's brand new. But HBOMax is pretty dang new. It just came out last year. And of course, the major thing that they have on there are the Studio Ghibli films, which are, amazing. If you grew up watching Studio Ghibli films on like Disney or on Toonami, on Cartoon Network and stuff, you definitely, and you love them, you definitely want to get HBO Max or access to it so that you can see all the great shows. I love Studio Ghibli like to pieces. I love Spirited Away, one of my favorite movies. Kiki's Delivery Service as well. And yeah, I definitely love having access to watch them at any time. Another great thing about HBO Max is that they also have access to Crunchyroll. It's limited though, but you get to watch a lot of the Crunchyroll original series that they have, which we're going to get into a little bit, such as Tower of God, and some brand new action shonen anime as well. Let me pause and check the chat, and take a breath, and sip some water. Yeah, let's keep going. Boop. Okay. Next up is Funimation. Funimation has a lot of great content as well. Everyone was really sad when Funimation and Crunchyroll split a couple years ago, but there's possibly hope for it because, what is it? Sony, who owns Funimation, just bought Crunchyroll, so we're gonna see if they're either gonna combine them together and we're gonna have to pay slightly more for both of them, or they're gonna stay separate and they're just gonna keep taking our money. I don't know. We're gonna find out hopefully and see how that goes. I'm hoping for the first option, but yeah, they have great series on Funimation that kind of suck because they're like hidden behind an extra paywall. Like if you already pay for Crunchyroll and you don't want to pay for Funimation, I totally understand because it is like just an extra expense. But they are getting some really good hits of anime, such as like Winter Egg Priority, which was amazing. It's like this anime that just came out in winter 2021. I made a video on it, but it's just it was a great show, and it definitely like kind of started the year off great. Also, they have dubbed versions of shows like Fruits Basket. So if you grew up watching Fruits Basket and you want to hear the original voice actors do the voice acting for it, you can on Funimation. They have all the original voice actors with some new people, and it's just so nice to hear it, with this original cast. Also, they have a ton of other shows on there where you can listen to with dubbed voice acting. If anyone's new here and you don't know what dubbed means, it's basically when a voice actor, when voice actors talk over the original language in a show. So the show's originally in Japanese, American voice actors talk over it in English, and now we have it available in English to listen to. So that's what dubbed is. And a lot of other streaming services usually have its subs, which means you just watch it in the original language, which is usually Japanese, and I lost my train of thought. And read the subtitles, which are in English or in your whatever language that you need it to be in. So Funimation's great for that. Netflix is great for that too. They dub in a lot of languages. Funimation mostly dubs in English. I think they're starting to dub in Spanish as well. But yeah, don't sleep on Funimation. Back to Jujutsu Kaisen. We are talking about Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll has a lot of great stuff as well. You know, Crunchyroll is the biggest, has the biggest library of anime. I think that's what they claim on their website, which is great for anime fans. Even if you don't want to pay for it too, because you can watch Crunchyroll for free. The only thing you can't do is watch brand new shows as they air, week by week. There's like a waiting period that you have to do if you watch it for free. Plus there's ads, but that's an option. You can also just get the service and watch their entire library of stuff. Some of it is premium and is not even available to free users. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, which was everyone's fan favorite from last year, and recently Tokyo Avengers, which is my favorite right now this year. In the spring 2021 season, it's a pretty good show. And again, they have like shows like this where it's more actiony, like, you know, battle type anime. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Pause the track again. Cool, we're still going. Yeah, again, if you guys have any questions in the chat or in the comments, make sure you let me know what your favorite genre of anime is, what your favorite streaming service is probably for anime. If you want to put that down, that would be cool. Okay, and let's move on into HiDive. HiDive is one of those kind of hidden anime services. I mean, it's around, like you probably heard of it, but you probably didn't really look into it. That's like, at least that's how I was until last year when I started to actually look into HiDive and like what it actually is and what it offers. But HiDive is upping their game this year because Sentai owns them, and Sentai is trying to do more. It's like a licensing company. I believe it's in Japan, but they have a American, what is that called? Business. I don't know how to say that. They also have an American side. They're trying to get more into the streaming service, anime streaming service thing, competition thing. So they've been upping up their game and putting some of their movies and shows that they've been keeping on their pay-per-view, like, is that what's called, pay-per-view website? Sendai has their own website where you can go and watch specific like shows and movies, but you have to pay per episode and per movie. It's really weird. I don't know why they did that, but I think they're like getting the point now and they're putting it all on HiDive because I saw a few more additional things on there. But the most important thing is that Nana is on there. And if you like josei or shoujo kind of stories, then you will definitely love Nana if you haven't watched it already, or if you've already seen Nana but it's been several years because, you know, no other streaming service has had it for a good, like, I think over a decade. I think the last time I played it was just on TV. So this is the first time I think that it's on streaming services, which is pretty wild. Definitely go watch Nana if you haven't already and you're into shoujo drama and all that. Because it's crazy that it's on the streaming service right now. Also, they just added My Little Monster, which was a show that was on Netflix a while ago. But, you know, Netflix likes to take things off. So they got it on there. And I think it's exclusively on HiDive. There's also other shows on there that I don't want to mention on this list. Something to do with healers that I won't say any more than that. But if you're into that kind of stuff, they have it on there. And they have a bunch of uncensored stuff on there as well. If you want to watch that stuff, I'm not going to judge you. It's perfectly okay. Let's move on into Retro Crush. Retro Crush is this hidden kind of streaming service gem of anime as well. It's free $99, just like Tubi, and it has a ton of great stuff. Great classical anime from like the 90s and even before, early 2000s as well. And if if you grew up watching anime around, the 80s, 90s, and you like the kind of anime that was coming out at that time, Retro Crush probably has it for you to watch for free, which is just insane. Like, it's great. I haven't watched an anime on there yet, but I plan on watching some soon. Just because there's so many options, and they keep adding more like every month, and it's great. But they have this show called City Hunter, which they have like the entire, they have all the seasons for and the movies, and there's a lot of City Hunter in there, as well as magical girl series like Creamy Mommy. If you're into magical girls and you've seen, Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon, and you want more magical girl stuff, they have it. They've got it on there. Just a bunch of other stuff. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, they just have great stuff. They also have a lot of mecha, magical girls, and just like older series that are really aesthetically pleasing to watch because it has that 90s style, and it's just, they're so pretty. Like, look at this art. It's gorgeous. Anyway, check the chat. Okay, we're still chugging along. Cool. And back to Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen's on a lot of streaming services these days, which is pretty great for people, for us as an audience. Yeah, so last service that I want to talk about today is VRV. VRV has lots of cool stuff. It's an interesting service because it combines other streaming platforms together, and then it bundles it, and you can watch them all together, which is pretty good too if you're on a budget and you don't want to buy two separate services. You can just watch it on this one service, and it's pretty great. The streaming service UI, like the look of it as well, is also really aesthetically pleasing and easy to look at, and just a slightly less annoying than the Crunchyroll website can be sometimes, for watching with ads specifically. But VRV is great. It has Crunchyroll and HiDive on it, so if you get if you buy the whole service of like everything that's on there, it's like $10 a month that you can watch Crunchyroll and HiDive. And HiDive, besides having that one anime that I don't want to talk about, and Nana, of course, they also have dubbed versions of shows that aren't available in other places, like the dubbed version of Haikyuu, which is a literal gem. The dubbed version of Haikyuu is like, it's great. It's perfect. It's hilarious and adorable, and it's great. If you haven't watched Haikyuu dubbed, you definitely should. Anyway, but yeah, they have that and a few other series that are exclusively dubbed on HiDive as well. Plus access to Crunchyroll on VRV. It's great. You don't have to like switch between different services. It's perfect, and it's all easy for you. Before I move on, I just want to ask one last question. What streaming service, if any, do you have where you watch anime? Let me know in the comments or the chat if you're on specifically. Turn on your notifications if you don't want to miss new videos coming out from the Anime Tea. And again, my videos are way more polished than this live stream. But if you do like having casual like live stream talks like this, we could do that once a month on my channel. So yeah, let me know what kind of streaming services you have. I have a lot on this list because, like I said, I'm an anime lover, so I make sure that I have access to as much anime as possible, especially since I talk about it also. And yeah, check the chat one more time. Oh, yay, I got another comment from Stormy Loves Black. They say hello, love your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I'm reaching the end. I saw that a few more people hopped on, but I just want to ask what kind of streaming services do you have, if any? Which ones do you enjoy the most? I just got through talking about a ton of different anime streaming services as well as regular streaming services that show anime, and just letting you guys know what your options are. So make sure you go back and look at that, just so you know, if you're just on Netflix and you're just not feeling all that Netflix content, you want a little bit more, there's lots of other streaming services out there for you to look at, including some free ones, which I definitely use as well. But yeah, again, turn on notifications if you have not already for my channel, and subscribe. Think I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Gam. Ooh, I don't want to mess up your name. Gambite Frag says, been using Netflix recently. A lot of new good stuff. Yes, Netflix does have a lot of new good stuff. They just put out like Yasuke, like I said earlier, which I'm probably saying wrong. I think it's Yasuke. And we have The House Husband, and they've been putting out almost every month consistently. They've been putting out new anime series. If not original anime series, then like other shows like, you know, Demon Slayer or shows that are on other platforms. And I also heard that they might be getting the rights to stream the Demon Slayer movie probably towards the end of the year, which is pretty dang cool. Yeah, Gambit Frag, they say Isuke and The Way of the House Husband are gems. I haven't watched them yet. Really want to watch them. I saw them both on there, and I've just been waiting for a chance to binge them. But yes, I can't wait for House Husband. Yusuke looks crazy. Like it's different than I expected it to be, but because of like the random mecha and like sci-fi things that are going on there. But you know, it's okay. I'm gonna give it a try. But yeah, that's the end of this live stream, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for commenting. Those who were here and were able to watch. I try to do a live stream every month, so make sure to stay tuned for those, and I try to let you guys know in advance. Make sure to check out my other videos and my upcoming video that's coming out this Saturday, which is a continuation of this video. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed some tea or water while you watched, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.